Okay, Sunday with Ola 202. May the clubbing of the seals, the baby seals, commence. Club some seals, baby. No, don't club seals. Seals they're kind animals, man. What's wrong with you? What's up, everyone? Welcome to Sunday with Ola 202. This might be the most anticipated Sunday with Ola in a very, very long time. Ever since Sunday with Ola 200. Do you remember this? That's basically years back. Long time ago. Okay, dudes, before we start, we have to talk about this guitar right here. This is the A1.61 FR Assassin right there. Holy shit, man. What a guitar. One of my new favorites right here. Why is it my new favorite? Well, it's because of a couple of different specs that I'm gonna let you know about in a second. Okay, you have a Goto Floyd Rose bridge right there. Well, it's not a Floyd Rose bridge, it's a Goto floating bridge. And you have a Seymour Duncan Nazgul in the bridge right there. That's it. Who needs a freaking neck pickup when you have a guitar like this? Pretty fucking cool, I must say. I'm stoked. Thank you. All right, let's start out by trying the dB meter. Hello? I need to. Oh shit, before we start the show for real, the raffle, everyone. Today's raffle is this feared Svart vinyl right there. The raffle is happening in the premiere of the Sunday with Ola, so you have to be in the chat at 8 a.m. Central European time on Sundays to be able to be in the raffle. You can't raffle in the comments. I've seen people try and do this. They write raffle in the comments. That's not gonna work. It has to happen in the chat. So, this week's raffle is for this feared Svart album. I'm gonna sign it like this, and to whoever wins it, I'll write to okay? How cool is that? The raffle is running right now. Let's go. All right, holy shit, land news. All right, so this has me pretty excited. I was about to exaggerate how excited I was, but I am actually excited for this. But Nailbomb to play their first show since 1995. If you have no idea who Nailbomb is, you've been missing out during the 90s, just saying. It's Cavalera, man! They only play 2 shows ever, so it is the biggest of deals. The Max Cavalera Dynasty show is coming November 9 to the Marquee Theater in Tempe, Arizona, but there's one band in particular that we gotta talk about. Nailbomb! 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 Just testing. Nailbomb is now Max and Igor Cavalera on guitar alongside Pig Destroyer guitarist Travis Stone, bassist Johnny Chow of Stone Sour, and Alex Cha of Pig Destroyer, and sampler and Adam Jarvis of Misery Index and Pig Destroyer on drums. What? Igor Cavalera on guitar! Oh shit, I didn't realize that. Okay. Super excited to present the Max Cavalera Dynasty show in our hometown. This is a family steeped in the legacy of metal. Making this night unforgettable will be the special rare appearance of Nailbomb. maybe in the future, I'll even be able to bring their package to the tribe and other parts of the world. Nailbomb! Hell yeah. Do you remember the album? Point Blank. Let's go. Such a banger, man. Dude, I'm just missing the 90s. Am I the only guy who's missing the 90s? The 90s metal scene was the shit. Okay, thank you. Lamb of God's Landy. Lamb of God's Randy Blythe. Blast use of cell phones at concerts. Put your freaking phones down and be present. Okay, let's hear what he has to say. I haven't done this yet, but I'm going to. As the phones come more and more and more, I'm going to walk out one day at a particular phone-driven show, and I'm going to bring a stool, and I'm going to set it down in the middle of the stage after a song or two, and then I'm going to turn on my phone, I'm going to point at it at the audience, and I'm going to sit there, I'm going to sing a whole song. I'm not going to move. I'm going to do what they do. And then at the end, I'm going to say, did you people enjoy that? No, I didn't either. You're not Steven Spielberg. Sit here and enjoy the show with me. Be here with me, because that's how it was when I started going to show. Everyone else was present, and people are missing it nowadays by viewing a show through a tiny iPhone screen. Be here with me, guys. I'm not asking for sympathy like, poor Randy, he feels bad. But yeah, the relationship is missing. And I think that is the key right there. The relationship is sort of disappearing when everyone's standing with their phones. I completely agree with this. Because the harder you go, the harder I'm gonna go. There you go. That nail in the coffin right there. Some good words from Randy Blythe. Slipknot VMan. There you are. The thing is, I have a new screen where I can see myself over there, so I continue to watch myself. The camera's up there, buddy. Don't you forget about that. So, Alessio VMan, the bass player of Slipknot, has showed and unveiled his new mask, and holy shit, it looks frickin' cool. Holy god damn it. No, don't censor that. I've been a massive fan of his work, and I thought it was time to get him to make me a piece of his art by Hex Ant. Dude, what? Take a look at that. Look at the details, man. You can go in there. Damn, that's so cool. Holy shit. I just thought it was cool. That's why I brought it up in the news. It's not really news, and it's just a mask from one of the guys in Slipknot. But it was cool, okay? Okay, I have to say, Jackson has been doing a really good job lately with their launch videos. A couple of weeks back, they did the one with Vogue of Decapitated, where they launched their black lineup of guitars. Oh my god. Great production value, I love it. Now they've released the new Jackson Virtuoso HT with a very new cool video. Look at this. Why can't... Full screen is unavailable. Well, f*** you! Watch in full screen. This is what I did. Okay, let's go. We're gonna watch. What the f*** is happening? Look at that! Is it like... Okay, calm down, everyone. Calm down. I'm calm. And Joey Conception of Arch Enemy janting away on the new Jackson Virtuoso HT. And they brought an audience and everything. Holy shit. No, that's the thing, man. They put a lot of effort into their videos. I appreciate that. Maybe myself and Solo Guitars should do the same, but we have so many guitars coming out all the time. TB4 in the bridge, 59 in the neck. I mean, they've really been working a lot with Seymour Duncan lately. HT is available from $18.99. You have this blue one, you have this red one, you have a black one, and a white one. Pretty bare bones, I must say, but the video steals the show, in my opinion. Well done, Jackson. Well done! Well done! Okay, in the latest UFO, I talked about Corey Feldman and how he was not faking his guitar solo. But the rumors were still going that he was fake playing the guitar solos while opening up for Limp Bizkit. So Fred Durst, he did something incredible. Here's Fred Durst. Stop the show. Stop the show. Cut it. Cut it.
Word on the street is Corey Feldman is not playing this guitar solo.
So I love how he's bringing out a chair and a stool to sit and watch if he's actually playing or not. Okay, hit it. I mean, that is him playing with a shit ton of delay.
Stop. Start again.
Dude, this is the best. I love how Limp Bizkit, they just, you know, they can't be canceled. They're just doing everything right now. I'm just, damn, Limp Bizkit, man. Love the band. All right, very sad piece of news, but there were 4 guitars being stolen from Paul Gilbert in Frankfurt, Germany. What the hell, Germany? What are you doing? You can't take his guitars. Those are his. The instruments, including 3 distinctive Ibanez signature models, were taken amid the Mr. Big European tour dates. That sucks ass. I'll post serial numbers soon, but please keep an eye out for them and DM me. Okay, so this yellow PGM right there, oh my god. That got stolen? Okay. Alright. Dude, what the f, man? Don't steal people's guitars. That's terrible, okay? Thank you. Oh my god, everyone. That was the news. Okay, so today, drummer John is coming to the office, and we're gonna try and rehearse a little for the tour. In January next year, I'm going on tour together with Bernd and Charles Bertu. I'm basically open up for those 2 guys. And today, the drummer that I chose to work with is coming here, and we're gonna practice for the first time. I'll put the tour dates right here or something while I'm doing this vlog, and you can see if I'm going through your town. It's gonna happen in January and February 2025. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be me, it's gonna be Joel on bass, and John on drums. So it's a 3-piece playing some good old metal songs. No, not good old metal songs, my songs. Ola Englund, Chug Project, Feared, I don't know. We'll just have to see. We're still not completely set for what we're gonna play and do. And we're gonna rehearse for the first time here today, and I'm excited. I'm excited as hell. I have to set everything up though. I need to connect my computer and, you know, the audio interfaces and all that. So there's a little bit of a setup right now before John comes in to play the drums. So I got this rack box for the audio interface, and hey son. And I'm gonna try and keep it simple today, so I'm just gonna use the audio interface. I'm not gonna use any wireless stuff, just the in-ears for listening to us rehearse basically. But I'm gonna try and keep it simple at least. So is this the top, or the cool thing about this rack that I bought is that it has a laptop compartment in the top, so I can place my laptop here like that, and I close it, and you know, good stuff. And here's the emotional support dog right there. You're so gullig. Okay. I have it basically connected. So right now I have main out. This goes to the computer just for me to be able to monitor. But then I have a phones out from the front of this PreSonus interface going into the Roland kit, just so John can hear the guitars and everything happening through headphones. Okay, so apparently I hadn't prepared as much as I thought I had, so we'll have to wing it a little bit today. But it's, there's gonna be some type of sound of music at least. All right, so right now John is here.
Hey!
What's up, John?
Nothing much, and just trying to adjust all the drums and see how it works, and see if you twerk. Hey,
so John, you might have seen him before. He's been playing with Feared.
Yes.
But that was a long time though.
Yes.
But we did make that musical video.
Yeah, it's a legendary one.
Legendary Lords Resistance Army, and we're gonna hopefully make noise and sound today, and we'll just see how it works and
Let's see how noisy it is. But
oh, that's so that doesn't sound too impressive.
ooh, it's a basic one.
Yes. Shut up, dude. All right, so I think we ran through all the songs, according to you. So I think we were... How did it feel?
Felt actually pretty good, I must say.
Yeah.
Some things I gotta work on, but as always.
And a lot of things I need to work on. Now I think the nervousness went down a little bit, because you don't know until the first rehearsal.
Yeah, same here actually.
So something that I haven't said is that, you know, initially you planned to use an E-kit.
Yeah.
But now for the tour, we're switching to a real kit, so it'll be a real kit. That makes me feel a lot more at ease as well. That it's going to be a real kit and real, you know, guitars, because that's just it's going to feel more live. And
Yeah.
Other than, you know, having these black cymbals or, you know, it's not very cool.
No.
But so that makes me happy that we're going to use a real kit.
And metal is always better than plastic.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, so thank you so much for today.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah. That's John, everyone. Holy shit. Son! Okay. I think it's just because I like looking at myself right there. Can you see the screens anywhere? No? Okay, so here it is. Look at that. Hello. So yeah. Sunday with Ola Contenders. You know, where you take my drums from the Sunday with Ola intros and you make your own contribution, upload it to YouTube, you tag it with SWOLA202 for this one right now today, and then I might watch you on a Sunday with Ola show. This SWOLA201 is from George Angelakopoulos. Let's watch and listen and ignore the fact that he's from Greece. One of the most terrible countries. No, I'm kidding. Greece is a lovely country, okay? Hell yeah. Look at that right hand, man. Okay, I'm gonna be like Fred Durst. Where's my stool? I'll just sit like this. Stop! Okay, let's go. Hell yeah, man. Dude, these drums are sick. Who made these drums? I wonder. Lamb of God breakdown, let's go. Hell yeah, George Angelakopoulos right there. Thank you so much. If you want to be featured in an upcoming... Oh, you little cunny. No, if you want to be a part of an upcoming Sunday with Ola Contender, you download the drums. They're in the description of this video, and you record yourself, do some riffs, and then you upload that to YouTube. You tag that video with SWOLA, hashtag SWOLA202, and maybe I'll watch you next week. How about that, everyone? All right, question today where I answer your questions. Let's head into it. This question is from Jimmy Roberts 2051. How did you decide to start Solar Guitars? Love you, man. Oh my God, I love you guys too. You guys are incredible. Thank you. So not sure if you guys know this, but back in 2010, 2011, before I even knew I would create a guitar brand, I was already designing my own guitars and trying to make the most metal-looking, metal-sounding guitars on the planet. And back then I had the ambition to bring these designs with me to a big guitar company brand to see if they would be interested in doing them, or, you know, manufacture them. Okay, that's the word. I had talks with ESP, I had talks with Ibanez, and also Washburn Guitars. And before the meetings with Ibanez and ESP, I was sort of dead certain that they just wanted to have me as an artist. I mean, they're insanely big brands with already established guitar models. I mean, why would they just bring in this guy from the internet? Of course, I knew this before having the meetings with Ibanez and ESP. I mean, I have realistic expectations, but I also just wanted to hear what they could offer me, you know, at that point. But at the same time, I was also talking to Washburn Guitars. I was already working with Randall amplifiers, designing my signature Satan amplifier. And talking to Washburn makes sense because Randall and Washburn are under the same umbrella, right? Makes sense. So I talked to Washburn, and at the time, they weren't really strong on the electric guitar department. They basically had Nuno Betancourt guitars, and then the rest was just basically acoustic guitars. So I had a meeting with them, and they were just about to start releasing their new Parallax series of guitars, which was an attempt to bring Washburn back into the electric guitar market. And at the time, Washburn were a little bit of an underdog in the business, and they were way more open to actually including my designs in the lineup. So that's where we started the Washburn Solar, and this right here, I come prepared, you guys, I come prepared. And this is the absolute first made one, made in the Washburn USA custom shop, finished by Chewy, you know, who did a lot of the old Dimebag models back in the day. He also later did that V-Bolt tribute up there that I asked for. Me and Washburn noticed that people really wanted to get a hold of these guitars. But for me, it was really frustrating because even though people could get them in some markets, there were just some that just, you know, they couldn't get a hold of Washburn Solar in the traditional way, you know, through a store or through a distributor or anything like that. You know, everything was just slowed down by, you know, bureaucratic ways to manage a guitar company. I mean, the old traditional guitar business is built up by partnerships and, you know, with distributors and dealers, and this whole line of people that you need to work with. And this whole line of people that you need to work with consumes so much time and effort that from having an idea to actually having guitars in stores would almost be 1.5 and up to 2 years of waiting. And I was doing YouTube at the time, and you know how people on YouTube are. They have the attention span of a 5-year-old. No one wants to wait for a guitar that long. It doesn't make any sense. Also, I just wanted to do so much more with the guitars, you know, so many more models and more features and shit like that. But, you know, there was just so many things holding us back. So in 2015, I decided to end my contract with Washburn Guitars. And one of the guys that I worked with, Greg, had already left. And I gave him a phone call and I said, like, hey, man, I have all these cool designs. Why don't we just make a direct-to-consumer brand and, you know, make it on our terms? We want to cater to consumers first, and then, you know, in the markets where we can't really handle that, we have distributors. So it's a little bit reversed. I want to make a metal guitar for the metal player. No bullshit. That was the plan. So we started to work on the Solar Guitars brand in 2016, deciding, you know, locations, make a website, and product management. We made a sample order of about 60 models, maybe. We brought them all to my con. I'm gonna see if I can find the picture. It's kind of funny. Where we checked them and made notes, changes, etc. And then we decided to place our first order, and I think it was of 300 guitars. And all of this setting up the brand absolutely takes a lot of time and a lot of effort just to set everything up. I think it took like maybe a year and a half, you know, from idea to actually launching. But eventually, in November of 2017, we launched the brand. We had 300 guitars in stock, ready to be shipped, and the rest is history. Where's the applaud thingy? Where it says, do I have to get one of those neon signs where it says applause? I think we sold out most of the guitars in November, December, and then we just continued on. There was definitely a big risk in starting a company like this. I remember when I talked to Louise back when I was ending my Washburn contract, and I let her know about my plans, that she was very, very nervous. This was a lot of money for us and a very big gamble. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta take a risk. And I sort of already knew that people wanted these type of guitars. So it wasn't, you know, I was pretty certain that at least one would buy a guitar. But not that we would sell out the whole 300 guitars so fast. And that we're able to do this still to this day, even, you know, going through a pandemic and all. Dude, I gotta pinch my arm, you know, because it's just, fuck, man. So there you go. That's how we started SWOLA Guitars. And I'm obviously incredibly proud and happy to see where we are today, all thanks to, you know, the new, bigger SWOLA Guitars team. In the beginning, we were only 2. With a little bit of help. Now we're plenty of people. You know, it's about working with the right type of people, the most passionate people with the heart at the right place, you know. No bullshit, just guitars. Holy shit, what a slogan. Ah! Fuck, okay. All right, my friends. That was it for Son of Ola 202. Who won the raffle of the signed thing right there? I'm gonna write your name on it. Who? Who won? We'll have to see. Also, I mean, if you buy something from olaenglundshop.com, maybe I haven't said this, but if you want anything signed, just write that in a comment of the order you're making. Like, if you're buying a vinyl, for instance, just like, oh, have Ola sign it. We'll sign it. We'll do it, man. No problems. Don't worry about it. You can also get t-shirts from olaenglundshop.com, just like this one. Chug, it says. Guys, thank you so much for the patience, the support, and the love. Mwah! You guys are amazing, and I'll see you next Sunday with Ola. Goodbye.